Welcome to the Schaefer Center here on the campus of Southwestern Summits of God University, where today is the SAGU Lady Lions hosting the Southwestern Christian University Lady Eagles. That's coming up next, right here on the SAGU Sports Network. Welcome courts, everybody. He's Tim Roberts. I'm Mark Price. Tyler will join us in just a second here. Tim, look at these two teams here from the SAGU Athletic Conference. Lady Lions come in at 10-11 on the season, just 4-7 in conference play, but already they've eclipsed their win total from last season, which was 9. So they're making an increased effort to make that postseason berth this season. Meanwhile, the Southwestern Christian, that's going to be fun today. Southwestern and Southwestern, so good luck with that. The Lady Eagles come in at 7-12 overall. They stand, though, at 5-6 in conference play, one game ahead of the Lady Lions. So this is an important break because tiebreakers, as you know, are very important in head-to-head as the season comes to an end. This is also the Lady Eagles' first season, Tim, in the SAGU Athletic Conference.
Yeah, first season SAGU. I played in the Mid-America Conference last year in Division II, actually. So this is their first year playing in the Division I, the top level of the NAI. We talked about tiebreakers, though. That's huge already for Lady Lions. They won the first game between these two teams earlier this year up in Bethany, Oklahoma. Lady Lions held on for a 57-52 win. It was a slugfest. Lady Lions held the Eagles to 23.8% shooting. They only shot 29.8% shooting themselves, so not a good shooting night. Teams came down for 40 fouls and 57 free throws. The star of the night was Nia Winston, though. She had 23 points on the game, leading all players, including a huge buzzer-beating 3 at the end of the first half that really sort of turned the momentum back in Lady Lions' favor. So that was a big early season win for Lady Lions. They can win tonight, sweep that season series against a team that's right around where they are in the standings. This would be huge.
Talk about since January 11th, beginning with that 60-53 loss against John Brown, Lady Eagles have had that kind of seesaw season, haven't they?
Yeah, they followed up every loss with a win. They found a way, so that's good. You want to be able to rebound from a loss with a win. Your first season up in the new division. So they found a way to have that up and down season, and that's why you see two teams on the standings. They are right there. They've been up and down all year long. One big loss. So it's been very up and down.
Speaking of seesaw, the Lady Lions have done that, but they've done it in pairs. They've seemingly won 2, then lost 2, then won 2, then lost 2. The last 2 weeks, they've gone 2-2. Quick look at the scores there. They beat St. Gregory's 64-42 convincingly, and a big win over Northwood, 87-43. But then they dropped 2 to Wayland, good ball club in Wayland, 75-58, and then 1 to Oklahoma City, 77-47. Now, Tim, in that 30-point loss to then number 7 ranked Stars, Lions fell behind early 10-0 and just could never climb out of that hole.
Yeah, I kind of compare and contrast that with the loss they had against the Stars here earlier this season. They fell behind in an early hole, 10-0 against the Stars then, but they found a way to fight back into that one, actually led halfway through the second half before losing in the end. They got their hands early in that one. They couldn't get back into it. It's going to be crucial for them to rebound. Forget it.
Well, Tim, as of tonight, the Lady Eagles are tied for 6th place in the Sooner with Texas Wesleyan. SAGU holds that 8th and final spot, so that's an improvement over last year where they were not even really in the running. They have a 1-game edge over Science Arts of Oklahoma. Now, here's the thing. A win by the Lady Lions tonight will create a 3-way tie for 6th place should Texas Wesleyan lose as well. So the first 4 spots are pretty locked. Ranked teams are receiving votes. The last 4, it's anyone's shot.
We've talked about that unassailable 4 pretty much all year long. They are such a solid group of teams, 1 through 4. So this really is a slugfest for 5 through 8. Lady Eagles, they should win tonight, would move into 5th place, advancing into actually a tie with Mid-America Christian if they were to lose tonight. This is a dangerous team, though. This is a very dangerous Southwestern Christian team you're looking at. They've beaten a nationally ranked team, John Brown. They also have a quality win against Baker University, who's receiving votes in the NAIA. And they lost to number 6 Oklahoma Baptist a few weeks ago, but just by 8 points. So this is a very dangerous team, very solid team. The Lady Lions had to play just devastating defense against to win last time.
Look at some of the stats and some number crunching for you as we head near tip-off here against the Southwestern Christian Lady Eagles. SAGU, number 6 in the nation, Tim, in total steals. That's pretty impressive. Number 7 in field goal percentage defense, 34.6. Lady Lions, number 17 in scoring allowed, just 60 points a game. Number 23 in total blocks, led by Shakita Roberts. Number 28 turnover margin. They do average 61.3 a game, but they do, like we said, give up 60. So it's that 1 point margin either way, which is how their season looks. About a 500 season, 500 scoring.
Pretty much right at 10-11, so it's back and forth. Southwestern Christian, they average 63.8 points a game and allow 71.4 a game. So a -8 really point margin. Really, where SAGU can capitalize in this game is on defense, though, like they did in the first game. Lady Lions are the #1 team in the Sooner Athletic Conference in field goal percent defense, allowing just 34.6% shooting. Meanwhile, the Lady Eagles are 10th out of 11 teams in the Sooner Conference with 35.6% shooting. So you see
That's
right
really
there,
close.
That's very close. The Lady Lions can keep that margin where it is, around where they kept it last time. They have a really good chance of winning those games.
Some other really close categories, just some really interesting stats. Southwestern Christian, we have to be careful here, we say Southwestern tonight. Southwestern Christian gives up 4.2 more rebounds than its opponent. SAGU gives up 1.4, but here's where it gets really tight. Southwestern Christian shoots 64% from the line. SAGU shoots 65. Southwestern Christian hits 5.1 threes a game. Lady Lions knock down 4.7 threes a game. Again, really close. Statistically, these teams are almost a dead heat.
They really are very even. It's going to come down to really which players can play the best tonight, because on paper, they look very similar. For Southwestern Christian, I've got 3 players to focus on. Adriana White, she leads the team with 14 points per game and 1.25 steals a game. Vanessa Bledsoe leads the team with 7.2 rebounds a game and also has 13 points per game on average. Lastly, Kim Hayes averages 10.2 points a game and 6.3 rebounds a game.
Should get to the line, too.
This is big. Last game against the Lady Lions, she got to the line 16 times. So she knows how to play that bruising basketball, drawing fouls that can slow down a game, get those extra points from the line. Also, 2.2 points a game and 6 rebounds a game. She's close to averaging a double-double on the season, so she's a very solid all-the-way-around player, Kim Hayes is.
I was talking to Coach Beatles before we came on the air, really, and he said the key thing for us to get above that 500 hump, rebounds. He said we got to find someone to help Nia in that scoring load, maybe Taylor Hill, but he kept emphasizing we're giving our opponents second shots to get their shots in because we're not getting the defensive board. So with that in mind, some key players would be, of course, Nia Winston. We always have to mention her name. Leads the Sooner, 17.7 points a game. Leads the team with 2.24 steals a game. And then there's the rebounder. We need her to step up, Shakita Roberts. No relation to you.
No.
Leads the Sooner with 2 blocks per game, and 13 straight games she's had at least 1 block. And then a player I really like, the sophomore sensation Taylor Hill, leads the team with 2.48 assists, averages 7.7 a game. She needs to emerge really as the team's second scoring threat, don't you think?
I really do think she has to come out, give some breaks to Nia Winston, give a chance there. Talking about Shakita Roberts, though, she does need to step up off the boards, averaging just around 4 boards a game. She needs to be able to pull down those defensive rebounds, because like you said, it's all offensive rebounds. The Lady Lions have just been giving too many second chance opportunities throughout all these games, throughout some of these losses to teams, and they had chances to pull out upsets, but they let those second shots, third shots, fourth shots even against Oklahoma City continue to fall, and that finally wore them down.
It's a big game against the team they're right in the thick of with in the Sooner. We'll take a quick break, be right back with our anthem, stars and tip-off right here on the SAGU Sports Network. Stay with us.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for your SAGU Lady Lions. At guard, sophomore from Waxahachie, Texas, number 13, Taylor Hill. At guard, senior from Garland, Texas, number 14, Nia Winston. And winning freshman from DeSoto, Texas, number 25, Alexis McAfee. At center, Senior from San Antonio, Texas, number 32, Chiquita Roberts. And that forward, freshman from Nacogdoches, Texas, number 35, Charity Page. Head coach for Lady Lions is Arlen Beatles. Assistant coach is Corey Henry.
And welcome back to the Schaefer Center. We are ready for tip-off here in Waxahachie, Texas. Here we go, Tim. It's Southwestern versus Southwestern. Help me, somebody, please. Keep my Southwestern straight. It's the Lady Eagles, Southwestern Christian Lady Eagles from Bethany, Oklahoma, just outside Oklahoma City, versus the hometown Waxahachie, SAGU, Southwestern Assembly of God University, Lady Lions. So we'll do our best to say Lady Eagles and Lady Lions, but forgive us if one of us says Southwestern, right?
Lady Lions showing another, we've seen this over and over again. Seems like every game that goes by, you end up with a different starting five. And now we're looking at a very different starting five with Lady Lions, with Alexis McAfee stepping in to a starting role, as well as Charity Page. Brief delay on the floor here. I'm not sure what the issue is. Player headed to the sideline to get a headband on. And now we are ready to go.
Now we're ready for some action here. Adriana White, check that, will be Vanessa Bledsoe will tip, and tip is controlled by Lady Lions. Taylor Hill will set up shop on the Lady Lions' first possession of the first game of a doubleheader here in Waxahachie. Men coming up at the conclusion of this contest. Hill works the ball left.
Shot clock working its way down. McAfee just has to get a shot up. She does.
To fire one, and fighting for the rebound is Chiquita Roberts. And a weak side putback, Charity Page.
Good start already, pulling down two offensive boards. Roberts and Page. Two of your tall players that you want to see be able to produce on the rebounding end.
Inside now, back out, baseline. Nice move inside and good. Adriana White, a freshman from Midwest City, Oklahoma, knots it up at 2 apiece.
Page tried to play a little defense there, couldn't quite get her hand on the ball though. And initial shot goes. And some distance it out to Hill. Hill will put it in and draw the foul. She'll go to the line and try to complete a three-point play.
Mentioned her in pregame, Tim. She's one of my favorite players for head coach Beatles. She's just a sophomore, a Waxahachie High School product. Taylor Hill, and a nice move to get to the foul line. First free throw is up, and check that. She completes the three-point play. 5-2, Lady Lions. Lady Lions show man. Skip pass over, now back over to Jans. Shot short off the glass, but a nice rebound out of nowhere was Hamilton. Loose ball, Page would come away with it. Brittany Hamilton just soared through the defense as they had concrete in their shoes, and she got that easy offensive rebound. That does not make Coach Beatles happy.
Yes, again, it's not what you want to see developing early on when it's been such an issue for you in the past few games.
Page way down low, off the mark. Here come the Lady Eagles in black and blue trim. Rhonda Jans gets it back over to Bledsoe. Jans, Bledsoe for three from the corner, off the front rim, and Chiquita Roberts got tangled up with Kim Hayes. They're gonna keep it right here, Tim. It'll be a fresh 30 though.
Yeah, it just went off of Roberts' hands. So essentially counted as a dead ball, offensive rebound going the way of the Lady Eagles. We'll definitely be keeping track of those today.
And a whistle away from the ball, push. And the foul is on the Lady Eagles to turn the ball back over. It's on number 23, Kim Hayes, a junior from Norman, Oklahoma. Whistled for the off-ball push. Nia Winston averages almost 18 a game, leads the Sooner. She'll have to get a hot hand today. And a pass inside, tipped away by White. Not a great decision from Hill. Big three. It's going to be way short. Hill comes away with a rebound. White short on that straightaway three-point attempt. Page in transition on the run, but she'll get the... Well, I was about to say she'll get the benefit of the whistle, but they're going to call a foul on Page, Tim, as the defense got set just in time. These new rules are in play, but it worked right there. It's tougher to get a charge this year.
Yeah, drew the charge on Page, and so that'll turn the ball over. Page's first foul, Lady Lions' first foul in the first 3 minutes.
White, number 22, leads the team in points, 14.1 a game. Followed by Bledsoe at 13. Bledsoe wears number 21. And falling to the ground, and she's in pain as she grabs her right shoulder. Playing on, though. Pump fake underneath. Good as she got around Roberts. That was Adriana White. Nice inside move. Cuts the lead to 1.
Again, came off of an offensive rebound. Second chance points would have put the Lady Lions away. Winston driving inside, just way too strong there. Ball back goes back over to the Lady Eagles.
Lady Lions continue to, well, now they've shifted over to a 2-3 defense, and we're just in man a moment ago. So Beatles mixing things up early, giving the Lady Eagles some different looks to test just that, and the Lady Eagles respond. You pack in the 2-3, see if they can shoot the 3, and Miranda Jans does just that. The freshman from Eric, Oklahoma, drains a long 3 to put the Lady Eagles up by 2. When you play that packed in 2-3 zone, you do give up that outside shot, and a whistle. It's going to be against McAfee. Thought she had a putback. Instead, whistled for the foul. She pushed off the defender before she put the ball up and in. It's her first, team's second. Lydia Ross, number 1, checked into the game. Another long 3 off the mark. Hayes. Little left. Now here come Winston. See if she can get in the offense flow sooner than later. McAfee, she'll shoot it herself. Too strong. Bledsoe with the rebound. On up ahead to Ross. The Lions will fall back into that 2-3 zone. We'll see if Lady Eagles will exploit that with some more long-range jump shots. They had a good one from Jans last possession.
Difficult thing to challenge, though, when you know you're not shooting well. And that's what the Lady Lions are going to kind of gamble on, is the ability to hold defensively. Loose ball underneath. And it's going to go over to the Lady Eagles. And I was just being ruled, and I thought at first it was going to be a jump ball. But they just ruled Lady Eagles possession. Not exactly sure what the ruling was there as to why they came up with it.
Hayes works left. And a near steal from Roberts. Out top, now just 15 on the shot clock. Long 3 from Jans. Little strong, and Page, who got the start, and a steal, but she stepped out of bounds. That's White. But say Page, like you mentioned, as they walked in the court, got the start tonight. Just earned that through some really strong play the last couple of weeks.
White almost comes away with the interception there right at the baseline, just steps out of bounds. And so kind of what you expect. It's almost 6 minutes into the first half between two teams that aren't exactly known for lighting up the scoreboard. 7-5.
It's a barn burner.
That's exactly what you can pretty much expect. Obviously, the first game, two teams, final score is 57-52. I bet you're looking for about the exact same scoring range for these two teams. They're just not known for scoring. Lady Lions have always been known for defense first, and Southwestern Christians kind of established themselves in the same vein.
Lady Eagles yet to go to the foul line. Nearly 6 minutes into the game.
That is one change from the first game, as we said pregame. Two teams combined for 40 fouls in the last game, just 4 for the first 6 minutes of this one. So.
And Jara Rodriguez into the game now. She looks at a three, gives it up over to Winston. She backs in the defender, snaps over to Page. Baseline jump shot, too strong. Weak side rebound. Jara will keep it alive. Hill will try a three. And another weak side board from Page. She's off the mark, but boy, I like the hustle on the glass. That's what Beatles wanted to see happen, and he's getting those results on the glass early on.
Getting the results on the glass, don't get on the scoreboard.
That's the problem. And just by that, here's a steal by Roberts. She'll take it coast to coast. Misses the layup. Great athletic play on the defensive side and couldn't finish. And meanwhile, the Lady Eagles come back down and put one in their own to extend the lead to 4.
Yeah, those are the ones you just can't miss when you get that open. You got to have the ability to put those in, turn a mistake into points. Winston,
she drains it. Nia Winston from downtown cuts the lead back to 1.
And she's been reliable as that player this year. Right after you give up an opportunity to score off of 2 offensive rebounds, get a steal and miss a layup, give up some points, she comes right back with a big three-pointer. Lady Lions almost established a trap, but Vanessa Bledsoe escapes it for 3, off the mark, rebound put back, no good. That's Kim Hayes.
Winston in transition, snaps it back to Rodriguez, fires up a 3-ball, good! Jara Rodriguez off the bench, making her presence felt, and the Lions back on top.
2 huge shots from top leadership on the team. That's what you want to see early on. Hill knocks it loose.
They should have called they're saying it was a tip.
Intercepted by Paige,
Paige just forgot to dribble or something there.
It almost looked like she wasn't expecting to get the ball.
Right.
It was a bad pass while they're trying to prevent the backcourt violation. It was a bad pass. She was coming up to play defense. All of a sudden the ball was in her hand, and she hadn't thought beyond that. And so she takes way too many steps, turns the ball right back over. Into the game now is Lakin Ward and Cassie Cox for the Lady Lions. Tipped away, and Winston comes with the steal. And she's going to get, the foul's going to go against Kim Hayes.
Yeah. She's really had to slow down Nia in transition.
Timeout is called on the floor. Full timeout charged against Southwestern Christian.
Coming up at halftime will be a very special ceremony, Tim. Tell us about that.
Not halftime.
But I'm sorry, halftime of the 2 games. Let me clarify that.
In between the girls' game and the guys' game, be sure and stay tuned as we will be honoring the 2012-2013 SAGU Lions men's basketball team with the revealing of the new banners here in the Schaefer Center, as well as a presentation of rings to the players, all take place on the floor. So if you're in the area, be sure and come out for that, and be sure to stay tuned immediately following this game. It will be immediately following this game before any of the pregame for the guys begins. A very special moment to honor a really thrilling season last year, and hopefully forebode some things to come for a number 4 ranked men's team.
I was just going to say, and I think we could make another serious run back to Kansas City and redeem what this team was so close to capturing last year, and that is a national title in the NAIA just fell one game short in the title game, lost to champion Georgetown out of Kentucky. And these Lions are on the fast track to get right back there. So, but tonight we honor last season's great accomplishments.
Winston can't keep a hold of it. And that's going to be Lydia Ross, who comes up with it and has the presence of mind to deflect the ball off of Winston, and she's going out of bounds. So another turnover for the Lady Lions. It's two different times here in the past minute and a half that they've forced, actually three, that they've forced a turnover and either missed a shot immediately or turned it back over within a few seconds. So not taking advantage of those opportunities.
Look at that battle between Cassie Cox and Jay Dixon inside. Driving inside now, trying to get around Cassie Cox is Hayes. And Cox comes away with the loose ball on up ahead to Hill. And here come the Lady Lions. Winston already has 1-3, snaps it inside to Lake and Ward. Loose ball, looking for help. Back out the Hill, gives up a three. Nice pass inside to Lakin. Off bounds, puts it up and in. Lady Lions just wheeled their way to a basket.
It's a very impressive basketball. Ward there, having to go down to pick it up after not handling it first, getting knocked really out of the way as she had to release it and somehow just touched the glass perfectly. Good look inside shot, won't go though. That's Jans, who just did a great job separating herself from the defender, being wide open from the backside. Just missed the shot.
Winston got away with a walk, and now she doesn't get away with the ball that dribbles off her hands. A turnover. Lady Lions will give the ball back. On that last play there, Lady Eagles really got out of the double team, like you said, snapped the ball over the other side of the court for a wide open potential layup, but then just missed the easy putback.
That's the danger of a double team, is when you double team somebody, it means somebody is open. And Jans did a good job getting open, just didn't finish it off. And that's what Lady Lions have to kind of count on tonight, is forcing those turnovers as they have.
Jans a long three, too strong. Offensive rebound. Dixon tries to get around Cox. She does, and one. Jay Dixon will go to the line to try to complete a three-point play. The sophomore from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, a transfer from Southern Nazarene University, will step to the line for the first time. Good, cuts the lead to 1 with 9:40 remaining in the first half. And the score was what we thought it was going to be, Tim.
Yeah, it's very low scoring.
Winston will get the whistle. Wasn't the best shot quality-wise, wasn't really square to the basket, but was just covered by a defender who wasn't set, so she'll get a couple of free throws. And here we see, once again, you'll notice on your screen, there are no white jerseys on the two sidelines of the lane. That's a Beatles staple. He puts all the pressure on his free throw shooter just to drain him.
Yep, puts it and gives the team a chance to break. You see Winston just driving inside, identifying that she had a chance, had a defender out of position, and draws the foul. Hits the first free throw. Second is no good, and the Lady Lions lead stands at 2 with 9.5 to play here in the first half.
Rodriguez all over Dixon. Cox in a hurry to get out front. Like the hustle on defense from Cox and Rodriguez, really showing a lot of hustle. Both these players have started in recent seasons and now coming off the bench today. But
well, you have to show speed in a Coach Beatles defense because it involves the pressing, it involves the traps. You have to be able to, when the ball gets passed away, get to the defender as quick as to the offensive player as quick as you can. You can't lollygag on a person who doesn't have the ball.
And Winston will go back to the line.
Because that speed is such a central part.
And that speed right there will earn Winston another visit to the charity stripe.
We talked earlier how these teams combined for a lot of fouls last time. Did a good job for the first couple of minutes of not fouling, but now that's the 5th foul on Southwestern Christian. Lady Lions have 3.
Winston's got 5.
No one in any sort of foul trouble yet, but starting to see, as the shots aren't falling early on, you're starting to see more of a scrappy game emerge as the teams try to get inside and aggressive defenses try to force turnovers.
Lions showing a bit of a trap here, and Rodriguez will come away with a rebound. On up ahead.
Winston at the corner.
To Monica Dorsey. She wears number 10 off the bench. Monica Dorsey has her ball stolen. Nice spin move, but missing the layup is Lydia Ross. Dorsey had her pocket picked. Now she's double teamed, needs some help. Winston will bail her out. Across the timeline, 20 on the shot clock. Drives right. Strong and high off the glass. And that's why Ania Winston right there leads the Sooner in scoring. Just makes a way, finds a way to get open.
She's a versatile scorer. She doesn't have to have a good shot. She can knock down a good shot, but she finds a way under pressure. Stolen away by Lakin Ward.
Wow.
Great presence of mind there to save it after she knocked it away.
Oh, and Monica Dorsey's going to get whistled for the walk.
There have been a lot
the
of
pass was just about 6 inches ahead of where she wanted it.
There have been a lot of turnovers, but not many points off turnovers. These two teams have been finding a way to get it, steal it, but no one's really doing a very good job of finishing off. Into the game will come Shakita Roberts and Bethany Kroc for the Lady Lions. Kroc comes in for Nia Winston, while Roberts comes in for Cassie Cox.
Adriana White over to Jans, lose the ball. Rodriguez in a scramble. It did go off Rodriguez last, so we'll keep it right here with 16 on the shot clock.
Jans just sort of turned and left it behind on the floor. Rodriguez had a chance just to pick it up. Couldn't quite field it. And just sort of bumped it out of bounds for it wasn't really a turnover, just unable to corral in the turnover. Kroc knocks that one loose, and that's the aggressive play that we're used to.
It's that zone trap, Tim. It's a zone trap that's really working well beyond the three-point line. Watch what's going to happen here. You'll see that trap come in on the outside now. There's going to be a shot clock violation.
That is the ultimate prize of a defense. More than blocks, steals, rebounds, anything. When you can prevent a shot from ringing off the rim for 35 seconds.
It's impressive.
That right there is the hallmark of a suffocating defense. And the Lady Lions coming alive on defense right now. Again, they just knocked the ball away twice. You had the knockaway with Jaira and the knockaway with Kroc, just preventing any sort of momentum getting formed on the Eagle side, and that does prompt a timeout for the Lady Eagles. Again, that's just, as a coach, that's probably your least favorite thing to see on offense and your favorite thing to see on defense. It's just the inability of getting a shot up under any circumstances.
And Becky Mitchell, in her 13th year at Southwestern Christian, is letting her players know about that. As you see, Beatles talking things over on the Lady Lions side. And Becky Mitchell will be looking for answers to try to get some more clean-looking shots and really get more aggressive on the boards. Right now, the Lady Lions have shown a lot more passion and desire to pick up those loose balls off the glass.
I mean, they've done a good job, maybe not finishing off, but they've done a good job getting turnovers. Just constantly, really persistently being pesky on defense, knocking the ball loose, picking it up. Even though they're not scoring, they're preventing any sort of momentum, any sort of flow from being formed on the Southwestern Christian side.
A little sister school trivia concerning Becky Mitchell in her 13th year at Southwestern Christian. She is a two-sport athlete graduate from Evangel.
Knocked loose and just stepped out of bounds. Ashley Prim knocked that one up in the air, but just couldn't stay in bounds. She was trying to corral it in.
Mitchell played volleyball and women's basketball for the Lady Crusaders, and now in her 13th year coaching the Southwestern Christian Lady Eagles.
Rodriguez just saves that one. Errant pass almost resulted in a turnover.
Dorsey drives inside, dishes back out to Kroc. Kroc trying to chase down this ball. On up ahead. to White. White drives in, slash with the defense. Pump fake, skip pass over to Wilkerson. Dixon looks inside. Rodriguez right there to steal it away, and refs say play on.
Yeah, does a good job of avoiding the jump ball.
Sure.
Being able to keep possession and then keep her dribble, not travel. Rodriguez inside to Roberts.
The Eagles with a man-to-man defense. It leaves wide open Dorsey, who delivers. The man-to-man can sometimes, with those switches, can leave a wide-open jump shooter in a corner, and Dorsey.
Well, credit good passing there.
Yeah.
We have not seen crisp passing for much of this game. That was crisp passing straight to the body, not allowing any sort of, and just stolen away. Rodriguez. It's going to go as a jump ball, and that'll turn it over for the Lady Lions. So you say as good as a steal, but the Lady Lions were going to have a breakaway there. 3 players all on their own. Dorsey will inbound to Croc as the Lady Lions have opened up an 8-point lead.
I was going to say, I really like what I see right now, Tim. I know you do too. Up by 8 on home. Now here's a steal though. Lydia Ross. And Dorsey, a frustration foul, was not going to let her put that in.
Yeah, just does a good job of blocking out. I'm not sure if I would have fouled, honestly, the way that both teams have been shooting. I'd have let them take the open layup because neither team has been able to knock down the open layup so far. But good job of not allowing an easy score off of a good steal by Ross. She's had a couple steals like that. She breaks a pretty significant
Here it is
scoring
again.
drought.
You're going to see this. Dorsey just tracks her down and says, I don't think so. You can try to earn that at the stripe. Lydia Ross, a junior from Dallas, Texas, right here in the DFW area. Transfer from North Lake College, puts that one through, cuts the lead back to 6.
Ross, she's showing some pressure in the backcourt. She definitely has some speed, and she's shown it with some early steals. Just really fighting Taylor Hill the whole way down the court.
Ward gets into Rodriguez. How about the pass from Ward? The velocity and the precision to get Rodriguez right where she had her defender hooked. Turns around, puts it up and in. Great play from Ward and Rodriguez.
Yeah, that was a great pass inside. It had to be exactly that fast. If it had been any slower, it's picked off. Any faster, and it's probably not handled. So great judging. Lady Lions have been a lot crisper on passing and blocked by Roberts.
There's that one per game. Start the count, Tim.
On the outside, not even inside, reads the defender's motion from the outside, knocks down a jump shot. Hill out to Croc, Croc into Roberts.
Ward just inside the 3-point line.
Rodriguez knocks it down. It's a 10-point
Rodriguez, check that.
Lady Lions lead with less than 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Things starting to work. Another, looked like it was at least tipped by Rodriguez.
Roberts again?
Roberts, look, it was at least tipped. Let's see if it's ruled as a block or not. 3-point shot, no good. Offensive rebound is picked up.
And now it's the Lady Eagles scrambling around for the ball. But the Lions will get it back as they now find themselves in a 10-point hole to the Lady Eagles. Not what they want to see happen here at the Schaefer Center on the road.
Especially as the Lady Lions offense is starting to click a little bit. This was a stalemate the first 10, 12 minutes really because neither offense was finding any momentum. The past few times on the court, SAGU's offense has looked very sharp, very good passing, and finishing off some good shots.
Hill for 3. Roberts almost got called for over the back, didn't turnover or out of bounds off Roberts' hand. Vanessa Bledsoe was giving chase, and here come Lady Eagles with just about 4 minutes left in the first half. They've scored just 14 points, so credit the Lady Lions defense. Right now they're back in that 2-3 zone.
And these are some big minutes for the Lady Eagles. You don't want to go down into the locker room at the half down by double digits on the road.
And Ward just knocked it loose, Tim.
Waiting for the ruling here, and it's going to stay here with Southwestern Christian. Lakin Ward is just a 3-threat player. She can rebound no matter where she is on the floor. She has the speed, the hand speed to just poke check that ball away, come up with a steal, and she has got a really good shot. And another shot clock violation on the Lady Eagles.
2 shot clock. I don't think the Lady Eagles knew that it was dwindling down. I didn't see any urgency to put the ball up.
No, I don't think that was just a failure of communication on offense. They didn't. I think after the ball got knocked out of bounds, as Hill drives inside, layup won't go. They just didn't acknowledge that the shot clock hadn't reset.
Sure.
They had to drop the play pretty quickly. Instead, they hung around the perimeter, and yeah, didn't look like they were looking at all for an opportunity.
Trying to free herself from Roberts is White, and Rodriguez comes away with it. Nice pass on up ahead. Let's see what happens here. Hill, they got numbers. Great inside pass, bounce pass over to Ward. What court of vision and awareness from Hill to spot Winston streaking on the other side of the court.
And it all started with Rodriguez getting loose underneath. Foul will go. Big shot from Vanessa Bledsoe. Chance to get a three-point play and try to cut off some Lady Lions momentum here. But that all started with Rodriguez getting out from beneath the pressure, doing a great job of just lofting a long pass to Taylor Hill where she could just run right up to it.
Just Roberts' first foul, but she will take a seat. I think Beatles wants to prevent her from picking up a second with a 10-point lead. No need to risk a second foul from one of the leading shot blockers in the nation right now. So the lead cut back to 9 on that three-point play. Hill over to Winston. Inside to Hill. That's unusual. A big finding a guard on the left block, but that'll send Hill to the line. It's one of those plays where you're in transition, you're not really set up in the offense, so you kind of caught the defense off guard because it wasn't really a set offensive play.
Hill will knock down the first.
It's just that 1-2 seconds before the offense gets in the flow, Hill snuck through, found the block wide open, took a chance at it, got the ball, and now she's at the line. Good. Lead back to 11. Again, this ball club is one game up in the standings over the Lady Lions. Not important game now. Steal from Winston. 3-on-1. Will she take it herself? Easy peasy. Nia Winston. That's her 12th point of the game. Lions up now by 13.
Just doing a good job of finishing off on those turnovers. Earlier they weren't, now they're finishing.
Look at this trap. Look at these Lady Lions. Now there's a huge three, NBA size three. That NBA size rebound way out there beyond the three-point arc where the ball landed. Bounce pass inside, tripped, no foul. That was Bledsoe trying to make something happen. Winston with a little nifty move there. Pump fake, weak side rebound, Page, and she trips and falls on the defender, and it'll be a whistle against Southwestern Christian.
That's going to come against Jans, who had Page wrapped up from behind. On defense right now, the Lady Eagles just don't have a safe pass. Every time they turn and pass, whether it's a bounce pass, a chest pass, whatever, it just doesn't feel safe. The Lady Lions are so quick on defense. You see just a good rebound by Charity Page. Now the Lady Lions are up by 14 points.
That one no good.
As we approach a minute and a half left in the first half. First half that was pretty much lockheads for the first 10, 12 minutes. And the Lady Lions have taken control of some momentum here in the final moments. Foul, 2 shots coming up for Lydia Ross. Foul will come against Charity Page. That's her second. Not the person you want to see in foul trouble right now, and she has contributed greatly throughout this first half. First free throw is good from Ross.
Lions allow 60 points a game, and right now they give it up just 18 with just under a minute and a half remaining. At this clip, they will really be making Beatles happy at the end of this game. If they hold this team to, talking 45 points, you should be able to win this ball game. Already scored 31 and looking really good on defense. Winston now snaps over to Rodriguez. She'll drive left, skip pass over to wide open Hill, who gave up the 3. Now she's got Lakin Ward. Now she skips it over to Rodriguez, who fires up a three and drains it. Jara Rodriguez from the corner. Lions up by 16 points.
And that's just, I mean, Jara Rodriguez with that high arcing three, all in the elbow there. 2-point shot, no good. Offensive rebound is picked up, though, as we hit 40 seconds. 10 seconds separate the shot clock and the game
Big
clock.
three.
No
Short.
good.
Lakin Ward, another rebound.
And the Lady Lions can almost hold for the last shot now.
About a 4-second differential.
So they can definitely run the clock down and pretty much prevent any chance but a full court shot.
Page fighting inside. Gets the ball back out. Another three from Rodriguez. That one was way over everything, but
Save, no.
Ward almost saved it. They're going to bring it back.
Initially it looked like they were
out of
ruling
bounds
that
on
had
Ward.
saved, but actually it's going to be out of bounds on
Sure.
Ward. So with 12 seconds left, shot clock's turned off. Down by 16, the Lady Eagles will get the last shot. No one for Ross to pass it to.
Another long three. Another long rebound. Jans will fire up a three ball.
Won't
And
go.
we have reached halftime here at the Schaefer Center, and the Lions hold a commanding 34-18 lead in a game we thought would be much closer. It still might be. We'll see what kind of second half adjustments are made on both sides, but we'll take a quick break here at the Schaefer Center and be back with more action. Stay tuned. You're watching the SAGU Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Thanks, guys. Now, Coach, towards the beginning of the game, the teams are just going neck to neck, but then we grabbed a strong lead. What do we have to do to keep that lead and win this game?
Well, we've got to maintain the intensity that we have, that we played with so far in the first half. We've been making shots that we should be making, playing really good team ball, making an extra pass or two here and there, getting wide open shots and making those shots.
Now, is there a specific player on the court who's just displaying massive talent today?
Well, Nia always shines through, but I tell you what, it's not just one player, it's the whole team right now. I mean, everybody's hustling, we're playing hard. We do need to rebound a little bit stronger on both ends of the court, but I tell you what, it's been a team effort so far.
Thank you so much, Coach, and good luck in the rest of the game. Back to you, Robinson.
Welcome back to the Schaefer Center. Your halftime score is 34-18 in favor of the Lady Lions. Two Southwesterns scoring up here today on a Saturday afternoon at the Schaefer Center. Tim, walk us through some of the stats. Very impressive right now for Lady Lions as they're not only dominating on the scoreboard, but dominating on quite a few of these, stats we think as broadcasters are important.
Yeah, on paper, they are dominating this game. Lady Lions shot 44% in the first half to just get this 18% for the Lady Eagles, getting outshot by 26%. Rebounds actually dead even at 22. Teams dead even in rebounds. Matter of fact, the Lady Eagles have a +5 advantage on offensive rebounds, 11-6. Lady Lions have a 7-1 advantage on assists, a 10-7 advantage on steals, and a +2 turnover margin. 11 turnovers for Southwestern Christian, 9 for SAGU. Looking at three-point shooting, it translates right over what you talked about. 6% shooting for the Lady Eagles. They are 1 for 15 in the first half on three-point shooting. Meanwhile, Lady Lions only taking 6 shots, knocked down 3. So that's good for 50%. So it's a bit of a, obviously you have a lot more shots involved there. So it's a bit of a spread that lies to you a little bit, but that kind of shows where the shooting has been in this game so far.
Yeah, 18, not a number the Lady Eagles want to see. 18 points on 18% shooting. They will have to improve that if they want to have any chance of coming back from behind to win this ball game. Let's talk about one player off the bench, though. You mentioned it during the break, and that is Jaira Rodriguez, Tim. She's already nearing a double-double. 7 rebounds to go along with 10 points.
Yeah, she's come off the bench and just been stellar. 4 for 5 shooting overall, 2 for 3 from three-point range, 10 points, 7 rebounds. Just been cleaning up the defensive boards all night with 6 total. She's definitely come off the bench with passion. You said just 3 rebounds away from a double-double, so we have an eye on that. Who else do you see player-wise, though?
Well, we mentioned her in pregame, Nia Winston. She's got 12, and she averages nearly 18 a game. She's on pace to pass that mark for sure. 3 steals, an assist, has turned the ball over 2 times. So we also mentioned Shakita Robertson pregame. Did have one huge block that you got really excited about, and has a steal, a couple of assists from the big man, and 2 rebounds. So overall, not a bad game, but has yet to score yet in this ball game.
Yeah. And now looking at Southwestern Christian's side, let's talk about who did start during pregame. Number 21, number 22, number 23. Players we focused on in pregame as key players. Vanessa Bledsoe, Kim Hayes, and Adriana White have combined for just 7 points, and they're 3 of the point leaders for the Lady Eagles. They're going to have to turn it on in the second half. They look at a pretty significant mountain. 16 points is obviously an overcomable deficit, but when it took you an entire half to score 18, you are essentially being doubled up right now as you start the second half. You've got to score as many points as you scored in the first half alone just to take a lead at this point if you were to go on an 18-0 run. So it's definitely a tough mountain to climb. Lady Eagles will try to, they'll try to start things off the right way here. It's Ross, who is the leading scorer for Lady Eagles, turns the ball over on a travel. She had 5 points in the first half.
Lady Lions also outpaced the Lady Eagles by 6 in bench scoring, 14 points, most of those Rodriguez. For Lady Lions, just 8 off the bench for Southwestern Christian. Hill now works it inside, back out, free throw line, and beyond the three-point line. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Goes amongst the trees and is stripped away. Here come the Lady Eagles. They'll need stops like that if they want to get back in this game early. And a whistle near the three-point line as Hill went sprawling to the ground. She'll get whistled for the push. Jans will inbound the ball to Ross. Ross playing real well in front court the first half for Coach Mitchell. You've got that 2-3 defense. Now watch and see if the Lady Lions will trap when the ball gets some penetration. A nice save from Paige. On up ahead to Winston. Doesn't have the numbers, but she's got the skill. Will she finish it? She's good. She's just too good.
Just a great finish right there. You said she did not have the numbers. She was outnumbered 2-1 on the front.
3-1.
With 1 coming from behind.
Even 2-1's impressive, but 3-1 is what I saw, and she just laid it up and in. Meanwhile, laying it up and in on the other side is Kim Hayes, the junior from Norman, Oklahoma, answers that layup from Nia a moment ago. Nia wears 14, has 14. Hill had a quiet first half. She goes back amongst the forest. Charity Page with the... They collect trash on Saturday afternoons as she picks up the garbage basket.
She has 6 rebounds in the game overall. That's her 5th point, and she's done a very good job cleaning off the boards. That is her 4th offensive rebound of the game. Is a quick basket inside. And now to listen to a timeout from Coach Beatles, as after 20 minutes, it took him 20 minutes to get 18 points. Lady Eagles finding some success inside early on, netting 2 quick layups. The lead still stands at 16.
Next game on tap for the Southwestern Christian University Lady Eagles is against John Brown. That's a tough ball game right there. That'll be at home, though. Then they'll go on the road for 3 straight games. St. Gregory's, Oklahoma City, then Wayland Baptist. So Lady Eagles in a tough stretch at it right now as they try to fight and claw to gain one of those bottom 4 tier spots in the postseason play of the very difficult Sooner Athletic Conference.
Lady Lions will be back here next Saturday, take on Texas Wesleyan at 3 o'clock. Texas Wesleyan Lady Rams coming into town. And that'll be, again, a big game, as the Lady Rams are one of those teams in the middle of that 4 and 5 team scrum to kind of round out the top 8 for the Sooner Athletic Conference. Jump ball going to be called here. Possession will stay with the Lady Lions.
McAfee drove inside the paint near the free throw line, got stopped, and then got into a little fisticuff with a defender, and they just decided to jump it up. Lions will keep the ball. Deep pass nearly thrown away. It is thrown away. And the only defender remaining is McAfee, and somehow a jump ball is called on the other side of the court.
She did a great job of just getting her hand on top, and doesn't have to be there for long, but she kept her hand on the ball as the shot was trying to go up. And so they do get the jump ball, don't draw the foul. And a block, Charity Page. Stolen right back by Lydia Ross, and a travel before the contact and the shot. So we see a little bit of a replay of what we saw in the first half. Lydia Ross coming in, making a great steal, but turning it right back over on the travel.
And Winston needs to check her front teeth to make sure they're still intact. She took it on the chin. Hill works it over to McAfee. Drives baseline and stripped, and a foul called. That's going to be against Adriana White, the freshman from Midwest City. That'll put McAfee on the charity stripe. Just the first foul committed by White. McAfee's free throw. It's off the mark. Watch this little strip on the arm and enough contact to elicit the whistle. Second free throw's good. 39-22, a 17-point lead with just over 17 minutes remaining in the second half. And a whistle near midcourt, a near steal apparently by the Lady Lions. Will give the ball back though to Lady Eagles. They need some points in a hurry, Tim.
They really do. The first 3 minutes have ticked off, and the Lady Lions have done nothing but hold pat. Actually move up by one further than they were at the half. Lady Eagles don't need to stay here for long if they want to try to put together a rally.
There's that zone trap again.
Another offensive board for the Lady Eagles. That's pretty much all that's kept them in this game so far, is the ability to get those second chances. If it wasn't for those, there'd probably be no chance of a rally right now. As it is, they still have a chance, but they got to make a move soon.
A Rambo-esque move from Nia Winston, though. As she drives to the basket, but a foul off the miss.
I think that fouls might come. No, it's going to. First look, it might come away from the ball, but it's going to come against Roberts, and she'll go to the line. That's the second foul against Vanessa Bledsoe.
Nice spin back baseline by Winston. Got a shot off Roberts, picked it up, rebound, and was on the putback. There it is. Look at that move from Winston. And then there's the whistle right there against Roberts. The lefty on the mark.
It's a
Lions up by 19.
19-point advantage for the Lady Lions. As I was just saying, the Lady Eagles need to make a move quick, or the last 10 minutes of this one could just be coasting time for SAGU.
Trap. Now what happens though, when you trap, when they do get the ball inside the paint, it is essentially one-on-one, and that was Charity Page against White, and White got the best of it that time. So that zone trap works in the corners, but if you can get the ball free, you got a good shot of making a layup, or at least get to the line.
That is Charity Page's third foul of the game. No good. So Page has been a very big contributor off the boards. Has 3 fouls. So into the game will come Lakin Ward. Second free throw will go, and it leads back to 18. But it needs to get smaller and quick.
Winston over to Hill. Spots up McAfee on the left side. Tried to get it into Roberts, and
Kickball called against Jans. So possession will stay right here with the Lady Lions. Shot clock at 18.
Hill from the sideline, 15-footer.
And Winston points right at Hill. Just great identification that the defense had lost track to Taylor Hill.
Winston with the pickup. She may take it coast to coast. She does lay it up and in on a loose ball right near midcourt. And easy pickings for Winston, and a timeout from the Lady Eagles as they are now down by 22 and counting. Nia Winston's got 16. An easy 16 tonight, Tim.
Yeah, and she's done it very well, a lot of different ways, driving, layups, jump shots, every single way she can. Well, we're going to head down to Tyler Evans, who's in the stands right now. Oh, we'll hang right here for just a second. As the Lady Lions have pushed their lead to 22 with 15 and a half minutes to go. This is a big timeout for the Lady Eagles, as they have, again, they're almost being doubled up at the moment. They have got to make some progress and make it fast. If this game gets under 10 minutes, the Lady Lions are pushing still up by 20 or so. It's never over till it's over, but at this point, it's desperation time. Well, now we're ready to go down to Tyler Evans, who's standing by with the fan. Tyler?
Snyder, RA for Teeter. Now, Mallory, I know you have a full plate. You're a student, you're an RA, but why do you still take the time to come to these games?
I have 3 girls on my hall who play, and so I want to take the time to support them and make sure that they know that I'm going to be there and cheer them on when they play.
Now, what are some major events Teeter has coming up that a student should definitely know about?
Well, we have our Super Bowl party tomorrow starting at 5, and then April 4th we're having Coffee House, which is our missions fundraiser. You can play or sing or whatever you want to do, and it's all for missions. It's really cool.
Thank you for your time, Mallory. Back to you, Robinson.
Thank you, Mallory. Thank you, Miss Tyler. As you catch some of the heart and spirit of our school here at Southwestern, some of our outstanding students. Meanwhile, on the court, here's Hill. She's got numbers 3-on-1, bounce pass up ahead to McAfee, and she negotiates that layup. It hit the rim about 3 or 4 times and rolls right in, 47-23. And the Lions are threatening to make this a good old-fashioned blowout.
It is definitely reaching those proportions at the moment as the Lady Lions. The defense is not giving up. They are still just fighting every inch. As a jump ball, Lakin Ward forces it, and that will give possession back to the Lady Lions. It just feels like right now the Lady Lions defense is really starting to win this battle completely against the Lady Eagles. A game that was decided by just 5 points a few weeks ago up in Bethany, Oklahoma.
Hard to imagine, but it was that close when you're seeing how dominating a performance that Coach Beadle's team is putting on today.
It's a difference a few weeks can make. It's a difference just a night can make. Sometimes as we saw, the Lady Lions were able to hold with Oklahoma City here until the final moments of the game, and then they were out of it by the second half against Oklahoma City. It's a difference of a night. It's a difference of home court advantage, and again, it's a difference of a maturing team. Winston buries a 3. It's 50-23. As the Lady Lions are just about ready to pop it into cruise control with 14 minutes left. Jump shot is good from Jans. Breaks a long run from the Lady Lions. A run that I believe was about a 9-0 run before that shot.
Roberts in trouble, picked up her dribble. Ward back over to Hill, almost got called for travel. Could have been called travel there, and she will. Second time around, whistled for the walk. Now into the game will be Cox, and Roberts will take a seat. Roberts, a senior from San Antonio, out of Byron Still High School. Cox, a junior from Lufkin, out in East Texas. And they have doubled up the Eagles, 50-25, and it's been all Lady Lions since really the opening tip.
Well, it was definitely a battle for the first 12 minutes or so, as that shot is up and good from Adriana
White.
White.
The Lions just looked the sharper, crisper team, and eventually all those extra shots. Now here's a steal, though.
Lydia Ross has done that a couple of times this evening. And so just when we're about ready to start nailing coffins closed, a quick 6-0 run has it back to 50-29, and Rodriguez dribbles it off her leg, which is why, again, you can't ever just call it over from this point out. And that will elicit a timeout from Coach Beatles, as he's about to say, look, okay, you were up by 27 a second ago, and now it's just ever slightly back in. Well, remember to hang around immediately following the conclusion of this game. We will have a ceremony here on the floor at Schaefer Center, as we will honor the achievements of the 2012-2013 men's basketball team. We will unveil the 2 new banners to be hanging in the Schaefer Center for their conference title, national runner-up, and the players will be given their rings. So be sure and hang around immediately after that for a final historic moment, capping off a historic season last year.
One of the highlights of well, I've been here 8 years, Tim, and it has to be one of the top 3 or 4 moments that I've been able to experience as a Southwesterner here, is that run last year all the way to the national title. We'll be celebrating that tonight and hopefully calling another list of wins as they march back to Kansas City. As you see a whistle underneath, that'll send the Lady Eagles back to the line. It'll be Adriana White going to the stripe.
It's good. So the lead is 20. It's a 7-0 run at the moment for Southwestern Christian.
Rodriguez just mugged White.
Make it 8-0.
So the Lions have their lead cut to 19. Still pretty safe, but like you said, Tim, it was 27 just moments ago,
It was 27 and felt over. 19 with 12 and a half minutes to go is far from over. It's going to go back over to the Lady Eagles. So again, 12 and a half and 19 is a much different story than 27 and 13 and a half, which is where we were just a minute ago.
So if you're a momentum follower, if that's a big value to you as a player, that you see another bucket go in, then right now the momentum is shifted dramatically in the last 1 minute 45 seconds of play in favor of the visitors. The lead now down to 17. Now Dorsey misses, weak side rebound. Cox, Sue Strong, and here come the Lady Eagles again, now trying to cut the lead to 15, maybe even 14 with a 3-pointer. So, don't go anywhere yet, friends. And I'm sure our friends watching, and there it is, a 3-point bomb from the corner. It's Jans, and the lead is 14. And had we said that sentence when it was close, it would be a good thing, but it's not a good thing if you're a Lions fan. The lead is just 14, Tim.
And that is, this is a huge turn of events. A 14-0 run finally broken by Cassie Cox there. That was a 14-0 run literally over the prospect of 2 minutes, as the Lady Eagles showing they're not going anywhere. And that's going to be a foul away from the ball, away from the shot, coming against Jai Rodriguez. It'll happen on the floor, so no free throws, but it's the 5th foul on the Lady Lions. So
2 more, and they're in the bonus.
You start, again, you count those chickens before they hatch, and sometimes you realize you actually have duck eggs. And at the moment, the Lady Lions are in a dogfight again.
You know, I'm rarely speechless, but I think I've just borderline reached speechless with that little interesting metaphor, Mr. Roberts.
That's about all the metaphor you can think of right now, is the Lady Lions send Lydia Ross to the line. And as you said, 16 points, or now 15 points, is nothing to sneeze at. At any other point during the game, a 15-point lead is very secure, you feel like.
But the momentum thing, that's what I was mentioning before, is the momentum is totally shifted now. So the feeling of 13, 14 points is nothing to the Eagles anymore.
Well, the Eagles have now scored 16 points in 3.5 minutes.
That's crazy.
After scoring 18 points in 20 minutes.
Can Winston get him back on track? And she does! Winston with a timely 3 and gets the crowd on their feet. And a huge momentum breaker there from Winston, who now has 22 on the night. That 3 no good. Rodriguez, outlet pass to Dorsey. She's shadowed by White. And
ball's knocked loose. And no There didn't seem to be a whistle, but there was just a very long pause.
Becky Mitchell saying my bucket's good on the other end, but I don't think the ref's going to agree. They're going to give the ball back to Southwestern Christian, inbounding the ball near midcourt, and I think the refs, that's a semi-miss, blown call there. You got to be definitive on that foul in the scrum, and they weren't. That's why the Lady Eagles just went for a layup.
No foul was called. I think it was just because the player was on the floor. They halted play for injury concerns, having a player in the middle of the floor. And because of that, an easy layup doesn't go.
Cox with the block, and that's going to send White to the line because that is the 7th foul committed against the Lady Lions. They'll shoot a 1-and-1 with 10:09 left. The lead is just 17, and we use that word just because it used to be 27 just a few moments ago. Now, wholesale changes for Coach Beatles. He sends in 4 new players. Ward to go to the bench, and Dorsey and Winston and Cox will all sit down, and almost a whole new set of Lady Lions out there, as perhaps Beatles is looking for some fresh faces.
Yeah, put some fresh legs in there. Get some strength back. Make sure fatigue is not an issue in this run that the Lady Eagles have put together. And just maybe hope this new look works. Doesn't work there as Croc's pass escapes the hands of Rodriguez. Turnover.
Ross spots up Bledsoe. Back over to Ross. 20 in the shot clock. A long 3. She's on the money. Lydia Ross drains a big one. Lead 14 with 9:32 remaining.
And the key right now for the Lady Lions is just don't panic. You still have a nice lead. Make your passes count like they were a moment ago. Make your shots fall.
From the free throw line, excuse me, Tim, just off. Now here come the Lady Eagles again. That was a good look from Rodriguez. You got to put those down. And Roberts can't believe the call. Is it going to be Roberts or Page?
No, it's going to be Taylor Hill.
Taylor Hill whistled for the foul.
Didn't seem like she was the one near enough to the play to draw the foul. But it's going to be called, I believe, in the act of shooting, so that'll be 2 shots.
And if you're Coach Becky Mitchell, you like this a lot because the clock's not moving, but your score is moving.
You see right here,
Let's take a look at number 13 right there on the reach. Okay, well, the refs got that one right.
She had the ball for the first 2 seconds. In the 3rd second, the hand slipped off the ball, hit the arm. So it is now a 12-point lead with 9 minutes to go.
It feels like about a 3-point lead, Tim.
The way that the Lady Eagles have suddenly found their ability to score, as you said, 18 points in the first half, 25 in the first 11 minutes of the second half.
Croc for 3. No good. And a long rebound corralled in by Southwestern Christian. Ross will take it over. Now she pops out to Bledsoe, and a steal by the Lady Lions. Here comes Hill. She'll lay it up off the left side and misses. She used the left hand, didn't really have to. She's a natural right-hander and missed it, and just like that, pop and stop and rock is Miranda Jantz, and the lead is 10, and it feels like it's tied.
It might as well be at the moment with the way that this game seemed to be completely
Mark that
over.
moment, Tim, at 8:20. Now, there's a big bucket right there, but mark that moment. A missed layup and a jumper at 8 minutes left really was a huge shift, but that jumper right there puts the lead back to 12, but a big, just 2 points given up by Hill.
And because of the miss, the defense was off, or what wasn't set properly. Again, that's one of the big things about missing a shot like that is your offense is trailing you. And so you don't have time to set back up on defense. If you make a shot, you have time to set back up. You catch your entire defense on a transitionary period, and that was just too easy for the Lady Eagles.
Quick jump shot, Hill, the long rebound.
And just take your time for the Lady Lions now. I mean, obviously you're not running the clock out.
Brock, a bad shot, bad idea.
It looked like it might have been blocked part way.
Jans. She's got 10. Over to Ross.
Who has 16 now after she was the leading scorer with a paltry 5.
Free ball off the mark. And Paige was fouled by pickup player, 21 or 23. It's going to be either Bledsoe or Hayes. They both hacked her pretty good. Lakin Ward's about to check back in.
Remind me to never, ever start thinking the game's over.
No.
I don't know why.
After
covering SAGU sports for 3 years, I've seen some of the craziest comebacks imaginable. Remind me to never, ever think a game's over.
27 points is not safe in the NAIA and the Sooner. Left-hander Roberts, quick release along the baseline, a little too flat. Here come Lady Eagles again. It's Ross. She'll drive into the paint.
Just
she was looking
away.
for Jans, yeah, but knocked away by that suffocating defense as the Lady Lions collapse in a hurry on that pass.
It was Paige who got the hand on it. Don't think it'll actually go down as a block, but it was almost as good as it because it had that ball got through. There was a wide open player inside. Yeah, that was going to be Jans wide open inside before Paige knocked it away.
Ward's back, or check that, Winston's back in the game, as is Lakin Ward.
Winston with 22 points on the game, and she could, if she could add to that total in a hurry.
There's that trap defense, that trap zone. There it is again. You see Ward and Hill. Now you're going to see Ward and Page in a wild shot.
Pretty much the only shot she could take. The shot clock was down to 2 seconds. Had to get it up. But Bledsoe was just too far underneath the basket.
Ward over to Rodriguez. Leading time of the shot clock. Cutting through is Hill. Now back around. Launch the three. Looks good from here. And it's on the mark. We can see from our vantage point. Good release, good arc. And Rodriguez nails a three. The lead back to 15. And that elicits a timeout from head coach Becky Mitchell at just a 30, as now the Lady Lions trying to cut into that momentum.
Yeah, that's what this is a big moment again for the Lady Eagles, as after they had cut it back to as little as 10, Lady Lions doing just enough at the moment to keep that advantage, pushing it back to 15, some big shots from the players you want to see the big shots from. Rodriguez, some big defensive plays inside. You see this replay.
Just three, nice release.
And just a great, again, that release from her elbow is just so pure. I mean, great awareness from Taylor Hill to see that the separation had been made on offense, that she's going to have plenty of time to set that shot up. So 6:03 remaining. It's a 15-point lead for the Lady Lions.
That trap is a bit further out now. That's going to leave a man wide open on the other side, but a whistle and a travel called against Hayes.
And that was one Hayes. She had the open area. She had the look. Got a little bit selfish, wanting to try to monopolize a little bit more territory, take a couple more steps in. Because of that, she had the travel. Probably should have just settled for that look that she had. Rodriguez cutting inside. Lays it off the glass. The lead is back to 17 as we hit the 5.5-minute mark. Jans.
Ball. It looked good from here. There's some jump shots you can see from where you're sitting, and that just looks good coming off. And Jans had a nice release on the mark.
She has 13 points on the night now. This Jans averages just 9.7, so she's above her average. Has helped keep this game alive for Southwestern Christian.
Rodriguez back over to Hill. 10 on the shot clock. Now 7. Hill
swatted
having all kinds
away.
of trouble. Yeah, having kinds of trouble going into the paint. Now on defense, whistle for a blocking foul. She wasn't set. That'll send Ross to the line. It's the 9th foul against the Lions. One more will put the Lady Eagles into the double bonus. Now, what's interesting is Lady Eagles, Tim, have just committed 3 fouls this entire second half, which actually might hurt them at some point if they need to stop the clock and send the Lions to the line. They'll have to commit 3 or 4 just to get them to the line, which can burn precious seconds off the clock.
We saw this exact scenario play out last season, actually. It was a men's game where I believe it was either St. Thomas or Bacone against the men, who were down by about 6 and only committed 3 fouls throughout the entire second half. So the Lions were able to run a good 20, 30 seconds off the clock while they tried to foul enough times to get up to the free throws, hoping they'd miss the front end of a 1-and-1. One free throw does fall, so the lead is back to 13, less than 5 to play now. That was the 3rd foul on Taylor Hill. A foul underneath, though, and that'll send Hill to the line.
She's quick. She's not afraid to go into the paint. I'll give her that. She is a scrappy player, has no fear. And whether she's cutting, slashing, or taking someone off the dribble, she will go right in there. And she buries the first one. Here it is again. She cuts through, calls for the ball, and never stops moving. Just a bit too strong. Second free throw's good as well.
9 points for Hill. Talk about her being the second scorer. Well, tonight it's been Jada Rodriguez with 15 points. That pass almost too strong, almost carries Jans out of bounds.
An offensive glass from White. Jans, mid-range jumper, drains it. Lead back to 13, but now we're nearing that 4-minute mark. So, Tim, at what point do you start kind of milking the clock, as it were, and taking that shot clock down to, 6-5 seconds? Right now, or do you wait a few more possessions?
Yeah, I'd wait a few more possessions before you just settle for the concept of 30 seconds and no points. Right now, you try to find points. Won't go there, though. If you still have a double-digit lead with less than 2.5 to go, that's when you start doing that in my book, at least. Three-pointer from Jans, and it's a 10-point ball game again. 3:38 remaining. Jans with 18 points. She is now your leading scorer for the Lady Eagles. Coming alive late. Errant pass saved by Hill, and Ward loses it.
Stripped away by Hayes. Here come the Golden Eagles, a chance to cut it to 8, and they do. We are at single-digit lead now, the first time in forever. And a timeout now from Coach Arlen Beatles. This game was, I think you said, a 17-point lead just a minute and a half ago of game time, and these Golden Eagles will not go away.
No, again, they were down 27 with about 14 minutes to go. Trimmed that to 10 in about process of about 3.5 minutes. And then it was up by 17 with about 4.5 minutes to go. 5 minutes ago, it felt like, okay, feels like Lady Lions might have weathered that storm. They're going to survive it now. Just like that, a +9 run for the Lady Eagles has this back to an 8-point game. Credit this Southwestern Christian squad. They will not die, and this was just too easy. Up ahead to Bledsoe, who had just cleared out the paint for herself. No one near her. Just had to let her score.
That's what seniors do. She's a senior from Tulsa, from a transfer from Northern Oklahoma College, and that is you get in the right place at the right time in transition. You just know where you need to be, and you're not just kind of running the floor. You're running the floor with information that's going to help that pass be on the mark, and she literally caught that ball and turned in one motion, laid it up and in. So all the credit goes to the Lady Eagles just for hanging around, just for not quitting on an away game against a team that just jumped out and jumped on top of you early, a 27-point lead.
And again,
they just didn't go away.
This is more than just hanging around now, though. This is a ball game, 64-56. As we hit the 3-minute mark, and the aggression comes alive. Shot won't go. Lakin Ward's shot won't go.
Oh, my gosh. Here come the Golden Eagles, a chance to cut the lead even more. It's 8 now. Watch for some threes. Free throw, range jump shot, no good. Ward, nice rebound out the hill. That was a big miss there. Wide open look from 15 feet. You'll take that any day. Now under 2 minutes and now 30 seconds remaining in this ball game. Winston still stuck on 22. We may need some more from her. Rodriguez out top. Takes a pick from Page. Skip pass over to Ward. Strong move. Up and under. It's too strong. Jira tips it back to Hill and reset. A fresh 30. And that is a huge offensive, I guess you call it a rebound, an offensive tip, offensive kept possession. But because the Eagles touched it, the shot clock reset. Now Page on the high post, tripped but bailed out by Bledsoe. And that'll send Page to the line. Page, just a freshman from Nacogdoches, Texas, with some big free throws right here.
Yeah, these are some huge free throws. Want to hit both of these if you can. You missed the first, so it'll stay at worst a 3-possession game. You see the move that drove it, that got the call. Both are no good. 8-point lead. Here come the Eagles.
Under 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere, folks. If you're watching from Bethany, you've got a game on your hands here.
Up and underneath by Bledsoe, just won't go. Had to power through that
pass
one.
on up ahead to Winston. She's fast. Back pass to Hill. And missed another layup. This time from the right side.
And a foul on the Lady Lions. That's going to be Charity Page's 4th foul. It's the 10th foul. It's double bonus time.
That's 4 points that have just been left out there by the guard play. Hill pushed it on up ahead to Winston, who had the defense outrun, but then chose to flip it back to Hill because I think she kind of outran the pass. And Hill, I don't think she was expecting it, and she got it back and realized, I better put this in. By that time, she was too far into the glass.
And you mentioned the first one, when that miss turned into 2 quick points to cut the lead to 10.
At 8 minutes.
At 8 minutes. Another big moment here as the lead has now been cut down to 6. With a 1.5 minutes to go. And the ball is stolen away from Winston. Here comes Hayes. Shot won't go. Rebound picked up. Foul and the bucket. We have a chance for a 3-point game. It is 64-60. Going to the line is Adriana White as the Eagles are trying to pull off a stunner in the Schaefer Center.
Down 27 about what feels like 3 minutes ago, and now they're down by 3. 1:20 left. Now it becomes a game of free throws.
They were down by 17 as of just 5 minutes ago.
Got to take care of the basketball. On up ahead to Winston. The senior from Garland. Now over to Lakin Ward to Hill. 12 on the shot clock. Winston. That's some more time off the clock. Spins back, rolls into the paint. Shot is blocked and a foul, and Winston will go to the line. That's what seniors do. They put the ball in their hands and the game in their hands. And Winston, can I say this, needs to hit these free throws.
Gotta hit both of these. Cannot leave any more points on the floor. That's where a good 50% of this rally has come from, has been the Lady Lions just leaving points on the floor, missing free throws, missing open layups, and just turning the ball over unnecessarily. That is what has really been half of this rally. Now, again, obviously, you're not going to take a single ounce of it away from the Eagles. They have, again, you talk about never quitting. When this game was at 27 points, with them behind, with about 14 minutes left, we said it. It feels like it's cruise control's on. Lady Lions, about 7 minutes, just put in the third stringers, get them some playing time. This one feels over. It has just been continuous. Not only continuous, but several times it feels like Lady Lions have weathered it.
Right.
After they cut it down to 10, it went back to 15. And after they cut it back to like 8, it went back up to 17. And again, at that point, it felt like, okay, the Lady Lions got it back under control. The Lady Eagles just ran out of time, and they keep on rallying. As you said, this was a 17-point game about 5.5 minutes ago. Now it's 3, and Winston at the line. Gotta hit some free throws. As it is, there's still 53 seconds remaining on the clock.
Tim, if you would have told me that Nia Winston's gonna have a couple free throws with about a minute left, I would have said ho-hum past the potato chips when it was about a 27-point lead, and now these matter.
You'd ask, why is Nia Winston still in the game?
Sure.
This has just been a crushing rally from the Eagles. We asked, how was the last game so close early on? Well, this is why it's so close. These Eagles won't quit.
53.4 seconds remaining. Nia Winston, the leader, this senior, first free throws, good. Look good on the release. Great arc. And there's the replay of how she earned her trip to the stripe. Second free throw, another big one. Looks good, it is good. 66-51, lead back up to 5 as the Lions nursing just a 5-point lead. 44 seconds, 20 in the shot clock. Will the Eagles go for the quick three? Jans for three. Too strong a rebound. Jara Rodriguez on up ahead to Hill. Take care of the basketball, and there's the whistle. It's going to be Jans as she stops Hill. That'll send Hill to the line. Now can Hill, who's stepped up to become a leader on this team, just a sophomore, can she nail 2 free throws?
Well, again, this is a 1-and-1. It's just the 7th
Well, that's
foul
true.
on the Eagles. So
Let's hope it's 2.
This first one is the most important. It's good. And the lead is back up to 6 with 30 seconds remaining. Need to hit that first one, though. Now it's a 2-possession game with 2 3-pointers. Second one is no good.
Hayes now gone up ahead to Ross. Probably could go for a quick 3 here if they got it. So they had a Bledsoe inside. Instead a long 3, and she drains a 3. Lydia Ross cuts the lead to 3.
And that was just a long 3-pointer, clutch, cold-blooded. 17.9 remaining, back to 3 points. Oh, they're going to put 3.3 back on. It's 18.2 remaining. Big inbound
get
pass.
A clean inbound. She's going to call timeout. Didn't like what she saw. She had about 2.5 seconds remaining, but just made the smart move and called a timeout.
Well, the worst thing you do right now is get a turnover.
Sure.
Obviously, if you get it inbounds, you draw the foul, you try to go to the line, hit your free throws. The absolute worst thing you can do is look at this shot by Lydia Ross. I mean, from beyond the arc, from beyond where
I don't think I
rational
could have hit
minds,
that with an underarm granny shot that was so far
from
out.
beyond where rational minds would dare take a shot, she knocks it down. Lydia Ross with 20 points on the game. At the half, she was not at 20 points. Let's just say that. I believe she had 5 at the half.
Timeouts now, 0 remaining for Lady Eagles. So they've reached into their ability to stop this game by fouling. The Lions, they've got 2 timeouts left.
Those timeouts will be huge as they will have to make some inbound passes.
If you're Coach Becky Mitchell, what do you tell your troops right now?
I mean, force a turnover. You've been forcing it so well. Just hang with your players. Reach, hope that the Lady Lions have not been passing well. The reason they got that 27-point lead is they were putting on a passing clinic through the first 26 minutes of this game. It was only when the passes started really falling short, going too far, just not being crisp, that a lot of turnovers kept on coming from. Look for that bad pass, make your play on it. Obviously, if you make you have to foul anyways, so don't be afraid to foul on the inbounds pass while trying to make a steal.
Here comes the inbound pass. On up ahead, and Ross just mugs Winston.
Well, they're going to discuss here. The referee up top ruled it a foul. The referee down low ruled that it was just going to be knocked out of bounds. And they are going to rule it a foul.
Yeah.
So Winston will go to the line for the 1-and-1. Looked like it was a foul as she just ran straight. Ross just ran straight through Winston. Never really had much of a chance to make a play on the ball. So now Winston. She hit 2 clutch ones about 35 seconds ago. She needs 2 more here.
It's good.
Back to a 4-point game, and that is big for a number of reasons. The biggest being it's a 2-possession game again.
That
Second
one
one, no
rattles
good.
out. 15 seconds left. Eagles need some more help, and a near turnover, and a jump ball. Rodriguez tied it up in the corner.
Stay with the Eagles,
Jans.
though. Stay with the Eagles, though. There will be a jump ball, but the possession arrow is illuminated in their way. 10.6 seconds left. Eagles need some quick points. We're talking now quick.
They elect to drive in, and it's good. A laser that barely clears the front of the rim.
It's a
3.8.
It's a 2-point game. Foul on Rodriguez, 2.5 seconds remaining. So she'll go to the line for the 1-and-1.
You make these two, it's over. You make one, and you give the Eagles at least a chance to tie.
Well, this
you
will be
miss the front end of the 1-and-1, and the Eagles have a prayer to win the game if they get the rebound.
If you miss it, they're going to have it's going to have to be.
They have no timeouts left.
Yeah, it'll have to be pass, shoot.
Right.
If you miss
Right.
it, that is the disadvantage Lady Eagles are at right now. They are out of timeouts,
Let's run the picket fence.
and so if you miss the first one, almost
Don't get caught watching the paint dry, Tim.
if you make both of them, you're going to be up by 4, so the game is over finally. So you definitely want to make both. But if you miss either, the Lady Eagles are going to have just 2 seconds to just get it down the floor as quick as possible and shoot as quick as they can. If you miss the first one, that shot's going to more than likely be a game-winning attempt from beyond the 3-point arc. Just a reminder, if you happen to be joining us for the men's game, recapping this game, the Lady Lions led by 27 with about 14.5 minutes to play in this one. It looked it looked completely over. The Lady Lions were putting on a clinic. It just seemed that all you had to do was run the clock out at that point. The Eagles have not gone away, though. They have fought their way back. And at the moment, it looks like they may not lose this game. The clock might just run out on them, because if you had another 30 seconds on this clock, there'd be a lot of panic. At the moment, there are just 2 seconds remaining. The Lady Lions will be trying to hit some game-winning or game-icing free throws.
Some of the biggest
and
free
Coach
throws.
Beatles will put players underneath to rebound.
She did. He did. Big free throw from Rodriguez, and it's missed it, and a rebound, and it tipped away by Rodriguez. That could have just saved the game, and it does. Rodriguez makes up for missing the free throw and denies a shot attempt by tipping what you said, the second pass, which would have allowed time probably for a shot to get off near midcourt. So that's a big whew. Lady Lions escape, and that's the key word here, friends, escape, with a 68-66 win here at the Schaefer Center.
Yeah, escape, weathered, survived. Pull out your thesaurus and find out all the different ways you can say that. A 2-point win, and Rodriguez misses the front end of the 1-and-1 and immediately atones with it with the game-winning knockaway. All credit to the Lady Eagles, though, who just did not quit. And like I said, they didn't so much lose this game as time just ran out on them. Well, remember, hang around. Immediately following this prayer, we are going to be honoring the 2012-2013 men's basketball team with a ring ceremony and banner ceremony.